What is up, everybody? It's me, Trigger Happy Gamer, and I'm here with
R.C Ninner.
Hello, everyone. My name is CopperWolf235.
and oh lord, and today I just choked on my own spit. Anyway, and today we shall be reading CrappyPastas for the pastas that smell less than fresh.
Probably is Papyrus's spaghetti in there somewhere.
I have a hard time believing what happened, so I won't blame you for calling me a liar. But I swear to you, for those who will believe me, beware, for he is devil, and he will find you. He found me. I'm telling you so you know to be careful. I'm telling you so you'll survive. Dun dun dun. This is need-to-know information. You'll have a few days to look him up. Maybe that's why you're reading this. Maybe my story popped up first. It was Friday, and I'd gotten home from school. I rode the bus to my mom's house, out in the middle of Reedsville. I was finally out of school for Thanksgiving break. I needed the rest. My mom didn't drive out to the end of the driveway. She wouldn't be home for about... My mom didn't drive out to the end of the driveway. She wouldn't be home for about an hour. What?
I'm a little bit confused. Is she
She's
home
not
or
home,
is she?
So I took a long walk back to my house, carrying my saxophone, my clarinet. Those things are expensive. All of my stuff. My trombone and tuba. Strapped.
Flute is best, and they're so tiny and compact. I love it.
When I was 5 minutes from my the house, it suddenly got dark and gloomy. It started to rain, lightly at first, but by the time I was in the front yard, it was pouring. I ran inside, and all of your instruments are ruined. I ran inside. The rain continued for minutes, then stopped. I saw a few deer or something move around out in the woods. The rain stopped after about a half an hour. Mom got home, and when I told her it rained on me, she said, "Honey, it hasn't rained at all today. It's not wet outside." I looked out, and sure enough, it was the dry desert. This is just a story about a kid on LSD. My hair had dried too, which was odd.
He's on top, alright.
So, my hair had dried too, which was odd. It was weird that I didn't notice, because my hair's on my head. I shrugged and went upstairs. The rest of the day went normally. I went to bed at 11 o'clock. I woke up the next morning at 9 o'clock, because I actually just like write down the times I go to bed. It was cold in my room, so I held it up under my cousins and and listened to music for about an hour. I heard the sounds of people downstairs, and I got up and changed clothes. Then I remembered my mom and sister had left at 7:30 to go to a horse show, and would be gone for the rest of the day.
Because you totally write down the times of when your parents and family members leave, right?
How would you know that if you were asleep?
Well, maybe they told them ahead of time. I don't know. The who was making the noise? The who was making the noise?
Your mom.
Your mom. These nuts. No.
It's Metaton.
It's Metaton. It's the blanket monster. I turned around. And everything, single thing in my room was stacked on my bed. I stumbled back, landing hard on my tailbone. I reached under my bed and picked up my knife, flipping it out. I found my iPod and put my pocket, along with my headphones. And those are also tangled. I also found my phone, but it was under the corner cabinet, crushed.
Well, that sucks.
That's timing for you. I walked slowly down the stairs, wincing with every sound, hyperventilating and frightened into silence. I thought it said into the silence, and I was very confused for a second. I got downstairs and couldn't for the life of me find the cats. I finally did. They were huddled together in the TV cabinet. Backs arched, tails puffy, eyes wide. They stared at me in fear as I opened the cabinet and shrank back when I reached for them. Then I walked into the playroom. You know, instead of like going to the neighbors and calling the police, I'm just gonna walk around and look everywhere. Logic. I opened the front door, and there he was, Devil, standing with his slitted eyes wide, smiling with pointed teeth, bony horns. So this is literally just the devil. This is... He was wearing a loincloth. This is literally... He almost completely red. Yeah, this is literally the cartoon devil. You call...
Like from The
You
Simpsons.
call that neck.
I'm not afraid
Guys,
of
this
this.
is my Satan voice. You call that next? He growled. I was shaking in my sneakers. I would probably hug him. He'd be like, Satan! I would look at him and then do like, I would just be like, Hail Satan!
So is the body spray. Yes, I've achieved the honor of making Tori and Ninnerfae laugh.
It's not really
That
an
actually
honor for
gave
me.
me a psychological boost.
I'm so sorry, but I just couldn't resist myself.
And my bow. And my axe. Oh, don't spray that on me, please.
Body
It
spray.
smells. He was just like any old adult. As he stepped forward, grabbing me at...
Blanket monster. Come on, we need the blanket monster. The blanket monster is scarier than this.
Yeah.
I actually want to tickle
just
monkey.
yelled
Yeah,
dude.
it's true though. Oh yeah.
Free
anyway,
tickles.
What?
the-
tickles.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, the
I unfroze.
yeah.
I screamed, voice almost cracking. But stayed strong. As he started
You a girl,
to
bro?
lift his axe, I moved faster than before. I swung across and dropped to my knees as his head rolled.
Well
I
then.
reached over and touched the head. Then the real pain began. Images flashed in my mind. Blood, hatred, fury, a woman's eyes, wide with fear. Then it stopped. I fell back, and my head soaked through the floor. Oh, and
Wait,
the
is
head
he
soaked
supposed
through
to
the
be
floor.
turning Satan?
I was too tired to even begin to understand. Okay, now this is like a big cliche. I woke up on the floor and checked on my phone. It blinked 3 digits, an impossible time and an impossible date. 6:66 at 6:66. And then it changed back to real time. I felt a new feeling rise inside of me. I went to my mirror. My eyes were a terrible blue. I felt bony lumps on the side of my head. I laughed loud and angry, already strengthening. I lied. I told you this story for another reason. Now you are cursed. I will find you. I will take you. I am the devil, and you will fear me. Are we understood? Find a hatchet. Learn a martial art. But I will be the final devil, for I am the strongest one.
The blanket monster will
Yeah.
protect me.
It got to me when I was developing.
Bro, I don't
Going
believe
to
you.
explain that to you,
I was destined to
Ninnerfae.
be this. It was a part of me since I was born. I cannot be killed. Beware the blue eyes. I could be anyone. Guys, I have blue eyes. I'm Satan. Hey, this is Brian. My therapist tells me to write in this journal. Says it'll help me get my thoughts and feelings out in the open, blah blah blah. Him, like many other people, have been trying to figure out why I'm so jumpy and easily frightened to the point of literally having a heart attack. And normal things that most people would not. Take birthday parties, for example. When I was 9 years old, none of these I's are capitalized. I attended a birthday for a kid named Billy. I remembered playing with some kid named Jeff, and 3 kids showed up. Jeff the Killer reference. I crap you not, they just walked right up to the poor butt and started kicking the crap out of him and pulled a gun on everyone. All because Jeff embarrassed them or some stupid crap. That's just the beginning. When I was 11 years old, I used to watch SpongeBob. This is literally every single CreppyPasta. Oh my gosh.
Are they just
Except-
trying to name
This
reference
is every
everyone?
single creepypasta except for a couple fairly decent Pokemon
They're
ones that I've read.
referencing everyone.
Have you read
I
Absol?
haven't.
No, I haven't, but
I'm gonna link you to Absol because Absol
when
is
I
a
was
really
11
good
years
one.
old, I used to watch SpongeBob religiously. It was the bee's knees. I hated SpongeBob as a kid. I'm not gonna lie. Then
I love
one night
SpongeBob, and I've been
I liked it, but as I grew older, I just outgrew
When I was
it.
home late from a friend's house and was upset that I missed most of a new episode, I flipped to the TV to find Squidward on his bed with a shotgun in his mouth, and the next thing I know, he's blowing his brains out. I mean, what the actual crap? I never watched a cartoon again. Okay, later that year, my mom got a job transfer, and we moved to this really cheap, really nice house, or so we thought. My parents, of all people, would always complain about scratching on the walls. Moved under their bed. I slept in their bed, and some creepy creature was walking out of the wall. The light was producing. My parents' group.
You just cut out.
I went quiet. So, it tried to reach for me, but it wouldn't put its arm through the light that my parents' UV light was producing. My parents grew pot in their room. We left that house in a heartbeat. Sometimes to help me cope, I tell myself it could be worse, and think back to one point in time when I moved into a pretty crummy apartment complex. The only room was in the basement. Blah, blah, blah. More crappy references.
This one kind of sucks.
Normally
like, a lot.
I would type this on a computer, but after recent events, it's been best to handle it off of a friend who to type. In case you were wondering, yes, I'm slightly afraid of computers. A few weeks ago, some dude hacked my computer asking me to help him with some small favors, and he would reward me. They weren't normal things either, just stupid crap like stand in this spot for 10 seconds or place a quarter on the ground at this exact spot. There was a big one where they asked me to move to Russia, and I did, after I learned the language, of course. After I did said things, I was given rewards, sometimes not to my liking. For example, one time I was told to put a single bead on the roof of some random building in town. I went out to a bar at night and met the hottest and coolest girl in existence. Turns out her abusive/cheating husband had slipped on something and fell face first into traffic. Skipping straight to the point, I was now dating a widow. A hot widow. Do I feel guilty for what happened? A tiny bit, but hey, from what she tells me, he got what he deserved. One night she was over, I got another message from my mysterious friend saying the police had my apartment surrounded and there was no point in running. He then went into an epic detail about how everything I did was linked together and led to a masterpiece of an ending. I'm sitting in prison and will be for a good 3 years. What did I do, you ask? Well, I was growing pot in my apartment. I don't know how exactly this is supposed to be a masterpiece of an ending. Well, this is just kind of therapeutic in a way. Maybe I'll write more when I get back from this weird sleep experiment thing they just started. Oh my gosh. All I have to do is stay awake as long as possible. What's the harm in that? I think
it's okay.
Like,
I'll barely
even if
notice
this is
them.
supposed to be a parody, it's really sad. Like, this is really lazily written, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's like going to McDonald's and asking for a gourmet meal. That's what it's like. They'll just give you a Big Mac, and you'll be like, "This is a disappointment."
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Anyway.
A Sphero?
The story.
I know what a Sphero is.
Spheros are the cutest things ever, in my opinion, just because of their logo. Look at that logo.
Stuck out my tongue so one can see that logo. Just so you know, that song is called Wings, and it is awesome. It's
the
so
Sphero
deep.
logo is so adorable.
It is cute.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been True Happy Gamer and
R.C Ninner.
And the Wolf of Weirdness.
reading dumb stories.
Stay majestic, my
Which one
friends.
is better in your guys' opinions?
Probably the devil one.
I am the devil.
At least
Yeah.
the devil
They both
one had
suck,
an idea
But
to it.
the devil one sucked just slightly
They
less.
both are crap.
Yeah.
All hail the eggnog. Peace, guys.